Hi, I'm Finn, and I had an idea. This idea actually stemmed from a therapy session, so just bear with me. I've been going to therapy for about 5 years now, and in the beginning of my journey, I knew I wanted to focus on cognitive behavioral therapy, trying to unlearn some of the previous wiring that I had and replace those with healthy mental habits. One of the things that drew me to my therapist was that she wanted to focus on cognitive behavioral therapy rather than medication. Fast forward 5 years to now, and in our session this week, she mentioned that it might be time to consider medication, which honestly, that's not where I thought I would be in my therapy journey right now. So I have many thoughts about it and many feelings. You gotta breathe, dude. The good thing is, though, I have 5 years of cognitive behavioral therapy skills, so I feel comfortable processing this. And I thought of different ways to process it. But what I've decided to focus on and how I'm going to choose to process this is with photography. But first, one of the main ways that I used to cope with really difficult feelings was through music. I would find whatever song that I could that would capture what I was feeling and help me recognize it. And that's what I've decided to do for this video. I found a song that summarizes how I'm feeling with this recommendation from my therapist. So I'm going to take a picture that uses the song lyrics to express how I'm feeling. Before I get started though, I would like to note that if you are somebody that is considering medication, that is on medication, there is absolutely no shame in that. I don't want to sound like I disapprove or that I'm judging, because I'm really not. My ruminations now are just that I never thought I would need it, but now it's something that I am considering. So that's why we're going through this. So the song that I have decided to use is Careful What You Wish For by Jack Harris. So I'm going to go through the lyrics of this song and see if there's anything that jumps out as a potential picture that can be taken. All right. We're going to try not to set our laptop on fire. I miss my old emotions. I miss the pain I used to have. Take this pill, you'll feel much better. When you wake up numb and your brain's been severed. I like the imagery of your brain's been severed, but I think that'd be hard to get into a picture. Took your peace, your pain, your pleasure, and I left you with one face forever. Actually, hang on. And I left you with one face forever. Yeah, I can work with that, because I think that could be a very visual component of it. You won't hurt anymore. Be careful what you wish for. That is 100% going to be the video title. Okay, I think this gives me a good place to start, so I'm going to run with it. But first, okay, I have the lyrics, take your peace, your pain, and your pleasure. And these could be represented by different characters in the frame. I can put my camera on a tripod, get different pictures for each character, and then stitch them all together in Photoshop. I do need to be careful with lighting and shadows on this, so the lighting should probably be as even as it can. Okay, so I got some ideas for the picture. I like the vulnerability of being in a bed or like in a bedroom, so I'm gonna work off of that feeling. But before I take the picture, I wanna do a test shot first, and then I can pre-edit the picture, and that's gonna show me any quirks for shooting or lighting or just anything that I might not see while I'm actually shooting the picture. As a result, from my shower brainstorm, I'm going to have the emotions of peace, pain, and pleasure represented as characters in the shot. And then since I have a little extra room in the frame, I'm going to add happiness and sadness in there as well. I think that'll help drive home the notion that each of these extra characters are different emotions. And then the main character is going to have the expression that represents the song lyric, left you with one face forever. All right, let's get this test shot. how to do pleasure, so he gets on his knees. Jesus. Okay, so I have all the pictures that I'm thinking of using in my computer. Actually, this one I'm going to take out because it's going to be blocked by this one. So I'm going to open these all in Photoshop, and I'm going to cut myself out of each layer using layer masks. And once I have all of my characters isolated from their layers, they can all show up into one frame, which I'm seeing this frame is so crooked. So my thoughts on this. I don't love it, if I'm being completely honest. What I'm thinking is, since I'm shooting on a bed, that kind of limits where I can place the characters in the frame. And as a result, you know, these two foreground characters are basically in front of my background characters. So I think I'm going to end up ditching the bedroom idea and moving this into the living room. One of the other things I'm not really a huge fan of with this picture is that you can tell it's different frames stitched together, which, I mean, it's obviously going to be that because there's 5 of me, and there aren't 5 of me in real life that I know of. So I think this is calling attention to the fact that it's edited. I have an idea to fix this, and it's going to be so much more complicated to shoot it and edit it, but I think it'll look substantially better. Is that I think I want the characters to interact with each other. Another issue I'm facing with test shot 1 is the aspect ratio. I shot this in landscape orientation, so the picture is very wide. And since I'm uploading this to Instagram, having a wider picture would ultimately make the picture smaller on the screen. I could upload this in 1:1. I think that would give me the most space in the frame and on the screen. Okay, let's do it. Well, this is something I forgot to consider. Oh? Maybe we failed successfully? Okay, I know what I'm improving upon for test shot 2. I found something to sit on. It's called a chair. I have this set up pretty much the same as I did when it was in my bedroom. I have to be a little more mindful of how I shoot this since the characters are going to be interacting with each other. So I will be starting with the main character. And again, this will be the main character that represents the song lyric, "Left you with one face forever." When I finish the main character, I'm going to put tape markings on the bench and the floor that's going to mark out where I was in the shot. This way, I'll know where the main character was located. So when I come in and do the side characters, there hopefully won't be as much overlap between the pictures because that will be more difficult to edit. And once I finish all 3 characters on the bench, I will go to the characters in the background. One of the reasons that I went and did this test shot 2 was because none of the characters in test shot 1 were interacting with each other. And so I wanted to try it with the characters interacting. And then I forgot to do that. I'm not mad that I missed it because I feel like this gave me some really valuable insight to the picture. I edited it the same way as I did test shot 1. I brought all of my layers into Photoshop and then used layer masks to cut each character out of its own picture to reveal all of the characters in the same frame. Looks like I figured out what to do for the pleasure emotion. One of the challenges with taking this picture was with the spatial awareness. I have 3 characters sitting on this small bench, and I did tape out where I was sitting for the main character, but it was still difficult to figure out where the top half of my body needed to be. So that is something I will consider for the final shot, but I'm really liking how this is turning out, which is exciting. You know, one of these days, I'm going to make a video where I don't have to tear apart my entire living room and then put it back together. That will be a great day. Oh, you know what would be cool? What if there was a spotlight on the main character instead of this panel light? Fuck it, let's try it. Let's try it. Ooh, it's late. All right, that's gonna be it for tonight. Let's bring all of these photos into Photoshop. With this test shot 3, I actually really like the spotlight in there. I turned off the blue backlight and that just completely changed the entire feel of the picture. But okay, I think my mind is made up. I know how I'm gonna do this. Alrighty, here we go. Final shot. Even though I can stitch these frames together and it still looks really good, it still looks edited. Like, it doesn't look like these characters are in the same space. And I don't know if this is because I'm the one creating it and I just know that they were, or if that's how it's actually looking. I'm gonna trust myself. I am very confident I can get this to look right. If I can get the lighting and the shadows to play off each character in the frame, I've got it. So I'm gonna need something physically there while I'm taking this picture to ground the scene and then give a base for the light, the shadows, the eye line, everything. I have that torso mannequin that Dan and I made. I could use that. I think that's it. I think I fucking got this. I am so clean. Wait. Welcome to the final shot. All right, I'm basically recreating test shot number 3, except this time, for real. Let's get to it. Okay, and that's it. I've been taking this picture for the past 4 hours, so I'm done. I mean, the picture itself is also done. I'm not just quitting. Whew, this has been a journey, but let's see how it all came together. Here is the final shot. What do we think? Did we nail it? Thank you for coming along on this journey with me to help process kind of intense feelings that I've been going through lately. As for whether or not I'm going to do the medication, I'm not sure yet. I'm still processing that one. I got to process it creatively, and now I'm going to do it using some of my CBT skills as well. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. But that is going to be it from me. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button down below and maybe consider subscribing. Okay, I'm done. I need to clean up. I need to go to bed. My name is Finn, and I'll see you in the next video. We did it!